Hello everyone, Phyllis Roman with Giamanco Law Partners here, and I just wanted to take a few moments to give you a quick legal tip during this pandemic that we're all going through known as COVID-19. First, I hope everyone is being safe and taking care of themselves and their families and making sure that they are taking the precautions that they need to. In this video, I just want to give you a tip that you should use this time to call your attorney or to call potential attorneys about that legal issue that you have been wondering about for weeks and months and even years. At this time, many courts are closed, but for essential or emergency services such as orders of protection, arraignments, emergency motions, having to deal with things in civil cases, that are particularly pressing, but for the grand majority of issues that are happening for attorneys in court, they're not going on right now. Additionally, depositions aren't really happening unless they're being done remotely. People aren't having in-person client meetings. They're not having office meetings to go over client issues in person. They're just scheduling them remotely. And they have time right now to answer your questions and to spend time with you on the phone or in a video conference to go over all and any questions you have regarding your case, about a potential legal issue, about a legal question that you had from an old case, to give updates on cases that you have currently pending. If you didn't have time before, given that many of us are working from home or are on temporary leave from work, many times individuals have more time now to stop and call a couple of attorneys to see who has the best fit for them to handle their legal issue. If it's something that you've been wanting to deal with a breach of contract for over a year because someone never paid you back, now is a great time to call an attorney. If you were injured about 6 months ago on the job and you didn't really have the time with all of your medical appointments and dealing with everything with work to call an attorney, now's the time to do so. If you slip and fell over Christmas break and then just got too busy with life, now is a great time to call your attorney. Most attorneys, including myself, including all the attorneys at my office, we have the ability to work remotely. We have the ability to get onto our computers, to get onto our phones, and talk to people, either our current clients or potential clients who just have questions. Now is a great time to reach out to those attorneys. If you have questions specifically regarding COVID-19 and how it can affect your legal issue, for example, the fact that there's shelter in place in many states, including in Illinois, except for essential workers. How does that affect your parenting time with your children if you're sharing it with an ex and your parenting plan? I will actually link down below a video that a colleague of mine just posted recently regarding that particular issue. It's a great informative video, and I suggest you watch it. If you does it affect work comp? If you get COVID-19, can you go after your employer? Short answer is it depends, of course. As an attorney, the answer is it depends. If you are at an increased risk for COVID-19 as a result of your employment and you got COVID-19 as a result of your employment, you may be able to get work comp under as a result of contracting that illness. However, call the attorney and ask. They have time right now. They have the capabilities to do so. Now is the time when you have time and are at home, and when the attorneys have time because they're not, generally doing depositions. Court's been kicked out for a month. In a lot of situations, everyone has the time, and an attorney isn't going to care if your kids are on in the background watching YouTube or watching whatever they binging on Netflix. If you have questions and you're in Illinois, I and my colleagues are happy to go over any of those issues with you. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Even if you end up not hiring an attorney, it's a great time to get in contact with attorneys and ask them your legal questions. Please feel free to call me, Phyllis Roman, or anyone else at Giamanco Law Partners, or any attorney that you may know. Our number is 630-635-5555.